What's yours?
On the chat with UK and friends.
Don't ask me what I bring to the table. I'm the whole damn table.
All laugh, all me, all shake, all like that, you say.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of the Chat with UK and Friends. Today I'm so excited, as always, to be on set with my amazing friends. And today we have our guest returning co-host with us in the house. Who could it be? As always, we introduce ourselves. I'm your host, UK, and to my left,
I'm Shadow. You can just call me Shadow.
hallelujah!
Hey, we don't have all the names.
It's okay. I'm just giving the face. That's all. That's what your name is, Shadow.
Ooh, he said face card never declined.
Stop it. Oh my God, you got it.
Before they take over the show.
To my right, as always, you don't miss it. I need you good. Heidi, you can call me Heidi because everybody calls me Heidi, and you can call me Batty because baby, I'm
Okay, what an introduction. I would think that would be reserved for our guest co-host.
Charity begins at home.
So that being said, I'm gonna let her reintroduce herself, which I know she doesn't really need any more introduction. But hey,
It's the one and only.
oh God,
Christabel in your presence.
All right.
Well, we're so excited to have you back on set with us.
I'm excited to be here.
Oh yes, we actually had a lot of fun the last time she was here.
Yes.
So today is going to be no different. It's going to be another set of fun here today. But today we're going to be discussing on bad social media. Now the question is, how bad is it?
Is she a baddie?
So, what do you guys think? Are you on the opinion that social media is bad, or what say you? Negative, positive?
So Pauline's just like, she's like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't even want to start.
I don't even be on social media.
Are you not on social media?
I have a social media. If you want to know what it is, you can comment.
Oh, just warming up a little bit, but now you see my face. Oh my
But
God.
no, I'm not even on social media, and it's not necessarily because I think social media is bad, but I think there is a good and bad to everything.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you do something in excess, right, it could be good for you or it could be bad for you. But too much of something is not necessarily good for you. I feel like too much exposure to a lot of things that social media brings into your life is not good. Right. Like as a society, as a person, like too much social media is never good. So I have social media, but I'm not on social media.
So you don't have like Snapchat?
I have it. Like I have Snapchat, Instagram, all that, but I'm
She's
not
barely active.
I'm not very active.
So, but someone can slide into your DMs, right?
I mean,
It's open.
it's open.
You take it out of the
Are you just saying
Don't worry, I'm gonna put her social media handle on there.
You know me, she's gonna reply, but you can slide.
No, but what do you think?
I mean, that's a good side to use. I don't really use social media like that, but for me, business-wise, it's really good because now you're reaching out to a lot of people that you're not really seeing, but it also has a downside and a good side. It gives people a lot of joy, but it also gives a lot of people, sadness in some kind of ways, and comparing. Sure, I think the one that really gets me is the social media life online, where everybody feels like, projecting the greatest part of their life. I'm living my best life. Just think like, okay, so let's give this room as an instance. You don't see all the mess around us, or you don't see the things around us. You only see what is here, and that's what social media really is. You can't really see what everything.
You show people what you want.
It's really creative.
Yeah.
Where it's like to see this, and then a lot of people are basing their life off that, and it's like, nah, you can't really do that.
So do you think people should show the good and the bad parts of their life? Because when we see a lot of people, like 30 couples, right? They only, most of the time they show us the good stuff, and then we don't even know their struggle and the marriage and whatnot, and then all of a sudden, this perfect couple that we've all been looking up to, they now have problems, and then you see how messy it gets when they're now having issues, and then you begin to wonder, like, so do you think it's okay for them to put the good and the bad, or should we just stick to just looking at the good side?
You can go on.
That's a tough thing because I personally don't feel, I'm not, okay, like you said, you have a social media, you're not, that's the same thing with me. I have a social media, but I'm not active on it. So I'm gonna give my own opinion. Everybody has their own opinion and how to, reflect it on their life. Me personally, I don't feel comfortable just putting my life out there. If I'm in a relationship, I personally am not gonna put it out there. Maybe once in a while, okay, I go on a date, okay, fine, yeah, cute date. That doesn't mean like every single thing. It's like a reality show on social media these days. And I'm not doing that because it's like when it comes down to the bad things, there's gonna be people that are gonna say stuff that are gonna get to you. And just like you said, it is gonna get really messy. So I feel like with social media, people don't really understand that we have the power of if it's good or bad. But people don't really understand that, so they tend to just go with the norm, which is post show everybody everything. When it's bad, also show everybody everything. And I'm just not with it. I'm not with it.
So for those people who like to post a lot of things, let's say all these influencers, post this, post that. That's also their business also. Some people are actually making money off it. But do you think, or should we say, should they stop doing what they're doing because they might make other people feel like that's the actual life?
No.
So there's got to be some sort of balance. Like we shouldn't be judging. Like we should be judging them based on what they post. Which I think we're looking at them with like most of the time how you look at a pastor. You don't think that a pastor, like a pastor can do no wrong. He's like God on earth, and so if the pastor falls, whoa, you'd be surprised, right? So I think we put such, I think that, let me just say, not expectation, but balance. Because we can't stop them from doing what they want to do. And that shouldn't make us feel like we have to live up to that set of expectations that they are doing.
I think at the end of the day, just keep it real. Like if it feels good, it's not always good. But if it feels right and it is right, then keep moving. Like if you're keeping it real and you know you're keeping it real, you don't have to pretend behind the camera. Like it's a difference between, you're pretending and then you're trying to stay strong, right? You can be having a bad day, but for the people you have to put on a smile. But it's not like you're faking, you just have to keep strong. It goes for social media. If you're hypocritical and you live in a different life, but on social media, you're Mr. Perfect, you got it all together, oh I got money, I got followers, but you get a meet and greet and nobody shows up, like you said I promise you, like, people will flock to you if they feel like what you put out is real. You don't have to worry about who's on show up and who's on right.
But I think it's also very relative. So it would depend. So it depends on where you're. So if it's your personal life, it's also different from if you're in a relationship with somebody as well. And so it also depends on if you're in a marriage too, because there's a level to it. So for instance, I'm in a relationship or I'm in a marriage. Okay, so let's just put it this way. I think I get a call, I can post it on social media. But I have a baby, I have to talk to my partner about it first before, so if my partner is comfortable with it, then we can talk about it on social media. If not, we don't have to talk about it. So I think it's just like boundaries. And so whatever anyone, like you said, so long it's not pretending, everyone has the right to post whatever they want to post. And then it has to do with, so long it's not, I feel like so long it's not damaging anyone, and so long it's not making anyone feel, I I don't know, it's very subjective, I feel, in a way, in the sense that whether it's damaging or not, it's left to the interpretation of whoever's watching. But also, I think about it in the perspective that if I have my child watching that, I share with my younger girls, we were maybe sensitive about the looks, and then you have this portrayal of, oh, makeup here, you have to do makeup here, you gotta do this, you have to have this body type, you have to do that. And then that's why they wanted to do social media for kids, Instagram for kids. And we're like, nah, we're not. Our kids are already dealing with a bunch of image issues, a bunch of things. We're not going to put our kids on there. So I think it all has to be with, you have to have a really good, strong sense of self for you to actually be on social media and not feel like, oh, other people are ahead of me. Because even I have a strong sense of self, but sometimes, at some point in my photography business, I was like, I can't be watching other people's reels and doing weddings, and I'm not doing weddings, and like people are doing like 5 weddings in a weekend. I'm just like doing like 1 in like every month, and so that messes with your mental health. So I think it's just you just gotta find a balance.
Remember you were here. You were here the last time. When you were here the last episode that we had, and you talked about we were talking about peer pressure, and so we can also relate that to social media. Like you have a lot of people just watching and like, wow, they feel this huge pressure to be like this particular person. And maybe they go to the same school or live in the same neighborhood or in the same community. They know each other, so they're like, I need to be a big girl to like this person. I need to go buy even the fakest of the Gucci bags. I need to buy it and like take pictures. And right now you have people actually going to rent like an airspace area just so they can take pictures in an aircraft and be like, wow, I just went here. I think
Bahamas.
Right?
I also think it's okay to do that too.
Okay.
And so here's why I think about it. So depending on what you project out, right? You want to attract certain sets of people. So let me give you an instance, right? There are 2 people. We have the same qualifications, right? And I come with a Lexus. Someone comes with a Lexus, as in comes with a 2010 Toyota Camry, and someone else comes with a Tesla. We have the same. My image is definitely, the person with the Tesla will definitely earn more money than the guy with the Toyota, because it's just image. So I think it's okay to, so long it's not, like I said, it's not harming anyone. I feel like image.
Let me ask you something. You just said, of course, the person with the Tesla is earning more. What if that's what they want you to do?
I'm not saying they're earning more. I'm saying that's the perspective. So if you see someone with a Tesla or someone with a Toyota Camry, which is 20 times a Tesla, you're gonna want to pay the person with the Tesla more because you feel like, oh, this person has a standard.
Yeah, but then when you pay the person more, the standard doesn't meet whatever it is you're paying.
It doesn't matter. It's all an image.
Are you trying to say whatever someone has in possession shows their quality?
I just feel like we need to also understand that image is everything. So long, sometimes we as humans we want realness, but in actuality, when it comes to like dealing with it every day, we actually don't really want it. And so you can so let's give an instance, right? You have 2 dudes who are good looking and everything, but one has a hardcore haircut and the other one doesn't have a haircut. You're definitely going to lean to the guy who has a better haircut. It's just image, I feel. So it's okay to an extent. Okay, so here's where I mean. It's like, it's okay, so even if I'm doing a photo shoot, right, I can decide to go to a plane, what do you call it? Hangar to go do a photo shoot. That's totally fine. It doesn't mean I own a plane. It doesn't mean, but I don't know. I just feel like,
I mean, if you're doing it just to take a picture and just to look good and be fly, maybe. But if you're doing it just to portray a certain image that you are not.
Okay, so yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because like you said, you can do image shouldn't be everything, but that's what society has made it. So image is everything. So why would I want to just go to a hangar and take pictures just so that I could attract a certain kind of a crowd and people? Then I'm not being my authentic self.
But I still feel like I understand. I do understand.
What do you believe? What is for you will eventually come to you, no matter what.
See, I'm talking about we gotta look at it from this perspective. Humans look at the exterior. We're not searching what's up. You're not gonna meet someone the first time and be like, oh, I think this guy is a good person. I'm gonna see you and be like, okay, so like check for instance now. My mom doesn't like my hair, right? I'm not gonna look at she. My parents, there's like, my dad already told me I look like Shango. You don't know what that is. But I'm just saying, right now I'm a good person, right? But if I go to Nigeria with this,
Are you?
whatever, I'm not a good person. Whatever. Let's just think about it. If I do go to Nigeria, right? The first thing everyone's just gonna be like, oh, this person's young, you know.
Because of your hair, yeah.
Just because of my hair, because that's the image.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. So you're basically, it goes back to the famous saying, dress how you want to be addressed.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
But I still feel like there should be a balance, like I said.
True, yeah.
I'm okay too, but there has to be a balance where it's just like,
where it's not like you're just portraying the fake you instead of the lesser of the real you.
Right.
So, I think that's my own opinion anyway. Please, you're about to say something?
Like when it comes to like what you were saying, know your audience, because you know if you're dealing like let's say with Nigerian people, they may be a little bit more judgmental. You know what I'm saying? But if you're dealing with somebody who's American, they're more carefree, just generally speaking. Maybe more carefree, not as judgmental. So when it comes to social media, if you're gonna play those social media games, know your audience and know who you are presenting yourself to, so you don't have to worry about being something that you're not or faking an image that is not really.
Like you also said, I think it's also good to whatever image you're projecting, make sure it's something like you said, authentic, like something you can maintain. Because if it's something that's out of the way and it's like I can't keep doing this, eventually fake it, and everyone knows you're fake.
Right.
So I think that's also.
You can't be faking it and like you live this big life, mansions, and then you're going back to a one bedroom and stuff like that. Hey.
And there's really nothing wrong with a one bedroom today.
There is nothing wrong. But don't portray some things that you are not. Like cut your coat according to your size. Don't go buy a $500 shoe and you're paying for it because you don't have the money to go pay your rent. Like it's just.
I feel like for some people they do it because they want to tell a story. Some people really do stuff like that, like go out of their way to spend $500 on, you know what I'm saying, clothes when they can barely make their rent. Right. In their head, they're like, okay, one day I'm gonna be there, and this is how I did the mud, you know what I'm saying? There's solution and there's reality. Like some people really just want to write their own come-up story, and it's just like you don't need to do
you can't attach strategies like that.
One thing with the fake life, it's like at the end of the day, there's always consequences that
it catches up to you.
Always. And 9 out of 10 times, those consequences are like lifetime consequences you have to deal with. So why not just be you and live your life? I'm fine. I do me, do you. We all doing me. We happy. I'm happy.
Oh my goodness. No, but honestly, we would like to hear what you guys think in the comment section, as always. So, what you guys think? Bad social media, or there's always going to be positives and there's going to be bad downside. But let's hear your thoughts in the comment section.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah.
Please. What are you about to say?
He hasn't set up in his head.
I don't have to say anything else, but I think we just gotta find balance in a sense. Just find balance in everything you do. Whether it's good, just make sure you're doing your service to everybody and to humanity, and you're always staying true to yourself.
Yeah, that's most important. Stay true to yourself. I mean, people are going to be alright. Whether you stay in a one bedroom or you stay in a 5-room mansion, whatever it is, people are going to be alright as long as you are staying true to yourself, and that's all that matters.
Exactly. They not pay your bills, you are. So do you. I'm deciding.
Alright, y'all. This was so much fun, and of course, the conversation doesn't stop here. We can always continue in the comment section as always. So, like, share, comment,
subscribe, turn on the post notification bell.
The bell.
You can start her page pages. We don't mind.
Yeah, you just tell us. I'll give you all the.
Okay,
I'll-
so before we go off topic, thank you all so much, and we hope to see you next time on the chat with UK and
Friends.
Bye.